How did the Prophet Muhammad demonstrate justice?
From the aspects of justice is knowing the value and the worth of people and giving them their right respect and regard. About justice also, there was one occasion that one of the companions, he granted one of his children a gift, like a piece of land. So his mother, the mother of that child, he said, I won't be satisfied until you go and make the Prophet, peace be upon him, a witness to this. This companion, radiallahu anhu, may Allah be pleased with him, he went to the Prophet, peace be upon him, and he told him that I decided to give this gift to this one child. So he asked him, peace be upon him, do you have other children? And he said, yes. He said, did you give the other children the same as you gave this child? He said, no. He said, do you want your children to treat you in the same way, all of them being good and nice to you in the same way? He said, of course. So he said, then you have to be just between them. And he refused to witness to this gift, saying, I do not want to testify or be a witness for something that is unfair.
A man came to ask our Prophet, may peace be upon him, to intercede for a woman that is known to be Mi'ilyat al-Qawm, the noble of society. She stole something, and the man came in and wanted to make sure that he intercedes. Use your power and this position of who you are to let her off the hook. He says, you know, nations before us, before you, were destroyed because when the rich steals, they let them go. When the poor does, they catch him. Does that sound familiar to you? We promise not to do politics, so we'll just move on. So he then, at that time, did you ask me to intercede for something that is injustice? Even Fatima, and I already told you how much he loved Fatima, his daughter. He says, if she stole, he didn't say, I will ask others to cut her hand. He says, I will personally cut her hand. And I mentioned the story of the Jewish, even a Jewish man, understanding that a Jewish man had rights in a Muslim nation. And our Prophet, may peace be upon him, received the revelation to make sure that Jewish man is innocent. Justice, not labels, not anything else more than that. And knowing that justice stands for all, we are colorblind. And we mentioned that in the Quran and the teaching of the Sunnah, meaning of our Prophet, may peace be upon him. We mentioned how we are equal as a human being, and justice is indeed for all.
Myself being one of two children, it's hard to see when one of us gets treated differently than the other, and I guess that does change a relationship between yourself and your parents, and just knowing, okay, in the back of your head, maybe they like one of us better than the other, or just trying to come up with reasons why your parents might like you better than the other. So I think the point of trying to be equal between individuals and have them reciprocate that to yourself is very important.
I would definitely agree with Muhammad in the sense that the man should be giving his children kind of the same benefits or the same push in regards to what he was able to offer them, because having even that example as a piece of land can be a huge opportunity for the children. So if all of them were able to, even if they had that piece of land and broke it up into smaller pieces, each of them having that opportunity to own that piece of land can really make a big difference. And I think Muhammad was able to recognize that and was just trying to teach the man that lesson, that once you give to one of your children, you should be giving to all, and thus providing them all with that same opportunity. So yeah, I definitely agree with him.